natural state.
So now, once again, what can we as the masses, what can we do right now to help?
Well, okay, I gave you the perfect thing to do right now. And the only thing about it is it's so simple and it's all free, and that's why most people won't do anything about it.
Exactly.
Or at least they have in the past.
Right.
And I must admit this interview is much more extensive than I ever anticipated I'd be doing. But since you're still listening and you seem to follow me so far, it could be the greatest thing that's going to happen if you can get it in words. Because the main thing here's the problem. The world that exists right now and all the power that we need is right now available. And the connection to that power are those 5 magic words.
Okay.
There is nothing on the planet more valuable than those 5 magic words. Now, here's where the McDonald's hamburgers and Diet Coke come in. Luckily, Ray Krock is all from the world I'm from. He came here to do a job, and I had no idea that he would be making these hamburgers that would be exactly what I need when the time came that I had the meditation exercise into the universe, because without those burgers, the meditation exercise would be detrimental.
Oh, okay.
So don't you notice there's a McDonald's hamburger place practically anywhere in the world, right?
It sure is.
It's not too expensive, right?
No.
And all you have to do is you do those meditations exactly the way I have them on my website, exactly, and you eat the hamburgers and drink the Diet Coke as you can, and do it as long as you can, because the idea is to do it and not sit around and think about it and talk about it and write about it and fantasize about it, but actually do it for a while. When you start to experience the 5D world or your greater world, when you start to experience it and know it from yourself, from your own heart,
right,
which is the truth, is the only way you can get into this world called heaven.
I got you.
And that comes from within you. This is your connection to your own God power. Because the day is over when people will be able to continue deceiving themselves into thinking there's a greater God outside of themselves than inside themselves.
What about 2012? What's that all about?
Well, 2012 was a date set, and this will be the first time I'm saying this, I think, in public, because people don't want to be frightened. That's what the dark side will tell you. What this is all about is all of the worlds below the 5-dimensional world, they dissolve. They were not designed to last forever. Mm-hmm. They were designed to last for a certain period of time, and the objective was to go into the 3D worlds, explore the 3D worlds, and duplicate the 3D worlds in the 5D worlds before the 3D worlds dissolve.
Gotcha.
So what's happened is it should have been done long before now, but the bad guys got in control, and the good guys are so brainwashed, and because it is a free will design, we're all gods in this world, and you see there's no God that can usurp the rights of another God.
Right.
So if we are lied to and we're deceived, then we trapped ourselves, and that's the problem. You see, if everybody on this planet were not gods, I wouldn't have a problem, because I know who I am.
Right.
But the fact is, there are also 2 billion other gods on the planet, and that's the problem. Because all of these gods think they're not gods. So, you know, it's like getting on an airplane, and you get on an airplane, you're ready to take a trip, and nobody on the plane knows who the pilot is.
Right.
You wouldn't want to be on the plane very long, would you?
No, you wouldn't want to be, no.
Well, guess what it looks like to me every day I get up?
Wow.
I walk out into the world. It's the strangest thing in the world. All these gods running around acting like they're nobody. Like all these things they're believing and all this stuff they're creating, and they think somebody else is going to come and straighten it out.
So how does that make you feel?
Well, I know that it's insane, but in a way, it's okay because it has to be that way because we're all gods. See, this is the thing. Let me just give you a little viewpoint from the God side, okay?
Sure.
From my side, I know who we are.
Okay.
But here's the thing, and the thing that's really funny, when you first start to really discover how we created this world, that you'll see how funny it is because the gods that are trapped because it took a god to trap them. I mean, who could trap a God but a God?
Right, right.
So what we did, we created a game, and we did it so well that we cannot figure out the answer to the game ourselves. We got trapped in it.
Okay, it's a maze.
So I'm walking around the world where there are billions of people trapped in their own creation.
Gotcha.
Now, we're making a small breakthrough. I'm talking to you now, and you're still on the phone.
Right.
Well, most people don't even talk through this long, because once you mention the word about your God, and that's enough for them, and they're gone. But I may as well tell you the truth, because we're running out of time, and there's no way to get into this new world until you face God face to face. And this is no theory, and this is no stuff that's going to pop up later on as some kind of figmentation of your imagination. You don't get into that world until you know the truth. And the truth is, we are all gods on this planet. At this time in particular, we have all ascended at least once. Most of us more than once.
Now, what about, that's the next question. You have different types of ascension. You have ascension, power ascension. Could you go into that a little bit?
Well, actually, there's only, the whole purpose of ascension is to move into the next level of our consciousness. You follow what I'm saying? It's like graduating from high school and going to college.
Mm-hmm, gotcha.
It's just one process of moving from high school to college. The only difference is you may use different methods. You may have a different type of system. You know, you may have a high school for vocational school or whatever, different subjects or different types of schools, but the process is the same. It's graduation time, you see?
Right, I got you.
So the idea is, the projection was that we would be through with this game that we created in the three-dimensional world, and that's why you keep hearing about the world, the 3D world, is a world of illusion. Well, the interesting thing was, which was a big shock to me, as I was trying to figure out what I would do to help other people figure out who they are, since I know who I am, and I was trying to figure out how can I get these people, the rest of us, to see, you know, who they are. And then I realized in doing that, I had so much pain. There was unbelievable pain that I had to go through, because I just couldn't believe that you know, you keep hearing this stuff is not real. It's an illusion. This 3D world. But that's funny. I was having a lot of real pain.
Right.
And that's what's happening to people right now. They're having a lot of real pain, but they think the 3D world is just an illusion, and it'll just up and disappear. Well, guess what? The 3D world was an illusion. But when the gods came here and forgot who they are, they made the 3D world real.
I got you.
So you see what the dilemma is now? You've got gods who are creating every day a world that's based on the rules and regulations of a 3D world. And so who can change that but them?
Exactly.
You can't force a God to do anything. And that's why the basis of all things that exist in this world is freedom. And that's why we're in a situation now in the world that before we can get out of this world, the idea is that everybody must be free.
Yes, I understand that.
And only in that state of freedom can we all be free, because we're all one. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So you see, it's a very simple thing, but at the same time, it's very complicated.
Yeah,
since you asked me the question directly, let me give you the answer directly again, because I never thought I'd have this opportunity, at least from what I've seen in the past, is that the 5 words on my website, which are free, those words are worth more money than you could imagine in the 3D world. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm getting all kinds of things happening to my phone here. So, but at least we're still on the line. Now, this phone does cut out at 1 hour exactly. It always cuts out, and if it does, you just call me back. I'll wait, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, here's what I want to say. The 5 words are the words that will connect you to your source power, your own God source power. The word, the McDonald's hamburgers and what I recommend, the light energy of those foods, and it's about the light energy. It's not about the nutritional value, but it's about the light energy, and that energy is anchored in the 5D world. And this is not dependent on what anybody believes.